Quincy is your average BTD6 hero, is what you already heard 1,000 times, probably from every single Quincy video, but we're gonna innovate a bit. Let's go a bit more in depth and let's talk about everything there is to know about Quincy. Now, for those of you who don't know who he is, you probably never even touched this game, as he's the first hero you ever get your hands on, straight up in the tutorial. He's cheap, reliable, and pretty decent early game, but as rounds go on, yeah, he falls off harder than Among Us after the corona. So, let's cover his levels. What actually changes? Time to yap. At level 3, he's actually doing something for the first time. He gains his first ability, Rapid Shot. Rapid Shot gives 3 times attack speed for a few seconds, which makes a huge difference if you're in the beginning of the game, but you know, if you already moved up a bit, it's pretty mid. It's basically your only way to deal with high balloon rushes. And other heroes do have better abilities such as Gwendolyn's Cocktail or literally everything else. Moving on, at level 5, Bro finally gets the ability to see camos. Took him long enough. If you compare him to someone like ATN gives global camo detection, and he can see camos from level 1. So not the best hero if you specifically want to optimize on camos, but why would you? It's not that hard. Level 6, he gains a second arrow which doubles his attack and doubles the alchemist buff, which is pretty cool for the alchemist enjoyers out there. Level 7 gives him the ability to pop lead balloons, which is pretty useful early on, but compared to someone like Striker Jones who pop bomb shooters and stuns, Quincy just is kinda there. He's not doing that much. Chances are your defense already has a lead popping solution. At level 8, Quincy gains extra damage against smoke glass balloons, which is great for round 40, but by the time you get to something like a Bad, he's not gonna be doing that much. Level 10 has his best ability by far, Storm of Arrows. It rains down arrows in a circle, dealing solid damage to everything inside, and it actually helps against mobs. And it has global range, so it's a pretty good ability, although only by Quincy standards, so other heroes do have better abilities like I mentioned before. To sum it up fast, in levels 11 to 19 he just gets more arrows, more speed, but the same Quincy. And moving on to level 20, which is Quincy's final form, his third Pokemon evolution. Quincy gains 25% more attack speed, Storm of Arrows does more damage, and he's now fully powered, but he's still Quincy, so even maxed out, Quincy isn't carrying anything. But what if we God boost Quincy? Maybe he still has a shot, right? Maybe Quincy can get far. Yeah, he can. So even if you God boost him, he's still gonna be struggling at like round 200, which is pretty low for a tower who's God boosted, especially a hero. Well, heroes like Geraldo and Corvus can probably get much further, although I'm not an expert, so don't take only my word for it. Let's talk about his skins real quick. Starting off with Cyber Quincy. If you like this skin, you suck, and you should consider just kidding. It's an alright skin, but nothing too fancy. Maybe some people like the white color, but I personally like the black color he starts with on his level 3 to level 7 design, and you know, I like the Quincy, the Wolfpack Quincy skin much more. I'm not a fairy, guys. Anyways, moving on. Did you also know that Quincy actually comes from a whole line of Quincy's? His dad was also Quincy, and he's a pet that you can use. Imagine your dad died and he just got turned into a hologram. Anyways, also according to Ninja Kiwi, Quincy is the most emotional hero in the game, as he cries the most out of all the heroes. And that's okay, guys. We don't judge. Also, Quincy is so famous, Geraldo literally sells a Quincy action figure. But let's address the main question of this video. Is Quincy held back? Is he actually bad or just outclassed? Now, let's talk about it for a second. Quincy is pretty much your average hero in a sense that you're going to use him if you have no other setup in mind. For example, if you want to buff druids or bomb shooters, you're gonna use Obin and Striker Jones respectively, but if you just want to do a quick game and want something that will get you pretty far but not like breaking any new records, you're gonna pick Quincy, or you're just a Quincy fan if those exist anywhere. But the point is, I do think his design kinda holds him back from being an endgame level hero. I mean, he's alright, but he's not gonna be anything game breaking, and he does have his hard limits where other heroes tend to be a little bit above that. So yeah, that was all for Quincy, guys. Also, rest in peace, Peril the Chicken. one of my viewers to let me know in the Discord, so I had to make a quick message to honor that chicken. May she rest in peace. That was all for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed that, make sure to support the channel by never visiting us liking the video and subscribing, and let me know if you guys want any more, if you have any more like video ideas, because thinking about things is hard. So yeah, please do that for me, thank you. All jokes aside though, thank you for watching if you watched this far. If not, I'm just talking to myself, which is not weird. But yeah, that was all, and we are gonna cover the rest of the heroes in the game. So next up is Gwendolyn. See you around.